Quad strike against not French Leon.
God, that sucks for not French Leon.
Yeah.
Leon with a capital N.
Leon.
Leon.
Space Station Gaming Leon.
Yes, that one works better.
Yeah.
Because he got second in squads, first in dubs, 97 in singles.
Hey, but you know what? Those numbers add up to a clean 100. So that makes the math nerd in me very happy.
There's no such thing as coincidence.
It was rigged from the start.
It was rigged from the start.
Well, this is a set that is rigged up to be a good one. Glutonny versus Zomba, two of the names that are on the tips of everybody's tongues lately. I think that a lot of people have learned about just how good Glutonny is, and of course, Zomba has had such a breakout performance over the last few months.
People have been known how good Glutonny is. He's been farming Europe for the longest of times, has recently run into a little bit of trouble, though.
But now against the Rob, interestingly, a character that is not as present in Europe as he is over stateside.
There's a couple good ones. Sintro comes to mind.
Sintro for sure is very good. I'm talking about sheer numbers.
Right. There's a lot of Robs in North America.
But nobody does it quite like Zomba does. You can tout your Graysons and your Anathemas all day, but Zomba is the #1 with this character for a reason, and you are seeing just why. Only gets a single hit of the up tilt, doesn't get the one to actually pop into the up air, so Glutonny continues to keep on with his first stock.
Zomba already tried to go for the raw bear there to close out the stock immediately. That's what PG Stats has a video on, but it's still the down smash that's actually going to take it on the tech chase, and Zomba has barely been touched so far. 42.5%, especially with Rob's heavyweight nature. Gluto has so much work to make up here.
It's been chip damage for Glutonny so far, but a nice little edge guard right here with the downer will at least force Zomba up high. Corkscrew would not have killed even if it did connect all the way up there because it sends you to the sides, and Rob being big, he is also heavy. Those two things generally tend to go hand in hand in this game, and Zomba living a long time.
That was incredibly smart from Zomba. He used the laser to clear Gluto off the platform and then threw the gyro up there as well just to say, hey, you cannot trap me from here. You have to go on stage where I can control it better.
And then not even then, Zomba isn't even forced to go to the platform. Glutonny is forced to take a trip to the bottom blast zone because Zomba's timing this game has been immaculate.
Fair comes through, up tilt, up tilt.
Wow,
Was that
probably forward air?
No, okay.
He definitely has full walk right now.
For a second there, like I saw, you know how they all make the little smoke pieces when they jump? I saw one of the smoke pieces come out. I was like, no way, he just...
Oh, no way! He just did that!
3-stocking Glutonny for game #1!
That is a statement win, and Zomba right now, it just looks like business as usual for him. He's thinking about what homework assignments to do next week because...
I literally saw Zomba in the crowd doing homework.
I mean, that's what his parents say. They're like, oh, what do the parents think? They say as long as he does his homework, it's all good. And that is why he is one of the best in the world right now, because he is studious.
He just 3-stocked Glutonny.
Look at this.
So he forces Gluto to jump because of the laser coming out. He has to abandon the bike, and Zomba just, you've activated my trap card.
Comes through. It's time to duel in game 2 now. Glutonny has changed up the Wario skin as we go to Pokemon Stadium 2 and is hoping that maybe, just maybe with these platforms, he can get a little further away from these threatening Rob projectiles.
Nair does come through for Gluto, and I do like how he started off this game. He's already taken more percent than Zomba did on his first stock. Good start, at least.
Good wait there by Glutonny, though, knowing that Zomba was waiting for him to just try to take center stage back. But there is the back air. Nope. Stock taken yet.
Has Gluto on the ledge. Tries for the bear again. Gets the down tilt instead. That's that Shoto detail chasing him all the way.
That is such a good move. But Glutonny unfazed. Still holding on to this stock. 87% does not mean that Zomba's in mortal peril yet, but you can never count out Glutonny.
in mortal peril.
He is in mortal peril. He himself is. That's the Whopper with Cheese Deluxe, because that is flame broiling and frame boiling.
Good up B from Gluto, catches Zomba a little bit too close to the ledge, so that's an opportunity to take control of the stage. The down tilt comes through, sending Zomba deep. Bear as well. He continues to set him up with great stage control, going to throw the bike up too to prevent Zomba from going high.
I love that Glutonny got the parry despite the nair being extended on the bike, and now up smash could have had him in a great position to take that next stock, but again, the patience, he knows when Zomba's looking for him to jump in.
Right, because Zomba tries to set it up there. He says you cannot approach on the ground here thanks to the gyro being there. You have to jump, but instead of just jumping straight into that bear, Gluto does indeed wait. Down airs back onto the stage as well and takes a quick bite to eat.
He's hungry right now. He ate a bike and a gyro. I don't even eat that much when I'm like, when I'm a week without food. But Glutonny right now, finally getting that kill, only connecting weak hits until then, but it is finally 2 stocks apiece, but Zomba has just been a consistent force in this game.
Nair comes through up air as well. This is the combo that Glutonny loves so much. Taking it into the waft. We've seen it so many times, and we'll probably see it many, many, many more, so long as Gluto maintains his reign.
As long as he's still in the tournament, yes, you will see
We will see that combo.
Yeah. And Zomba right now has to fear the big damage, looking for extra off of the up air where he could have gone for the back air, so a little bit greedy from Gluto, but still at 111, he is holding on as Wario. Check that, he is gone. Zomba always finding those confirms around that 100% mark, so we go even into the last stock.
Yeah, only 29, now 33, now 39. Every time I try and call out the percent, it changes.
It's never a good idea.
It's never a good idea.
You can let the numbers speak for themselves.
Only a little bit on Zomba. We'll go with that.
Sure.
As we go into this stock, but he's already taken back the lead from Gluto. Now the laser comes through, punishes the grab on the bike because that is a very laggy item pickup.
Yeah, it's a heavy item, so it's like the same as picking up a crate or a barrel.
Yes.
Zomba with that slow landing does get that lingering nair to knock Gluto out of the way, but it's anybody's game here in game 2, and Gluto has probably built up half waft in just a few moments.
Back air comes through, sending Zomba off stage. Gluto taking every second that he can at the moment. Zomba wanted that drag down up air into the second up air there. He's been labbing that out, been working on it.
And I like the high recovery because he sees that with the bike being gone, he doesn't have to fear Gluto chasing high. And in fact, when he gets his feet on the ground, it gets close to a game. Oh my God.
But Gluto, okay, so Gluto, huh? He's not
still
dead,
alive.
But huh?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Probably thought that he was dropping through the platform, getting close to the Zomba. Either way, both of these players even in their percents.
Oh, that's such an unfortunate angle for the gyro to go at. Zomba definitely doesn't matter. Does not matter. Does not matter where gyro is because Zomba just crosses up on shield and throws out that bear. Goes up 2-0 on one of Europe's finest.
Say it with me, chat. He used the move. It's the Zomba.
The Zomba. We have to pay royalties to PG Stats every time we say that. Jackie's out in the crowd right now. Jackie Peanut's sitting out there licking his lips.
That's okay. I'll just tell him to take it out of my next VO paycheck. That was so nice, though. Glutonny does not drop those waft confirms when they are available. This was so funny.
Just cross up, recognize that Gluto had to land there, and bye-bye, Sailor.
Swinging into game 3 with a 2-0 lead. It's a big moment for Zomba potentially getting into winners' quarters.
Oh, he's not dead, but he might be if Zomba can find this follow-up. No, okay. Great drift from Gluto to be able to get just far enough away that the up air doesn't connect.
Oh, the bike is shattered in pieces right now. Love the delay by Gluto on the recovery, though, because he knows that Zomba's going to be hunting for that down air. Now has to find a way to keep him in the corner. This is the big thing that Zomba's been doing really well, is he hasn't let Gluto bully him into the corner. However, you get claps. Oh my goodness.
Round of applause for our players here. From our players here, actually.
Yeah, from our players, clapping it up for themselves. You know what? Why not?
He's earned it. He's earned it.
He's earned it. It's a big amount of damage, and I love the recognition right there, knowing you can't get the dash attack after the down tilt sends them off stage.
Ooh.
But speaking of down tilts,
dash attacks.
He can find some of his own. Great parry, buenos dias, but no stock just yet. Glutonny has to find a way.
Whoops.
It's not going to do just yet, but that was a little bit scary.
No, so gyro, the way that it sends is almost always horizontally. There are a few niche situations where it sends weirdly, but most situations, even if it hits you from underneath, it is going to be a horizontal direction. So,
speaking of horizontal.
Yeah, speaking of horizontal, you are going to die off of that one.
Yeah, gyro obviously such a big tool for Rob, but you can never forget about the laser, especially if you try to go for those linear recoveries. And I love that Zomba is able to adapt off of his moves not working. as intended.
Zomba, well, the thing is that this game has been out for a solid 3 years by this point, and we're done with patches, so you should know which moves are inconsistent and how you can follow up off them. Zomba understands exactly that, but it is going to be Gluto getting up the shield cross and the bear to take out the stock.
And I like the forward throw right there because most people might expect, oh, down throw maybe. Whoa. Great recovery by Glutonny. He tilted that corkscrew so that he would not get hit by that side B.
Yeah, Zomba always looking for those early-ish, he is pretty deep in the percents, but early relatively cheese stocks. Speaking of which, that's going to be a tech chase into a snipe, into a Gluto has no resources, but he's still able to make it back past Zomba. Great timing mix-up.
I love the neutral air off the ledge, too, because he knows that Zomba's probably going to be fighting for the very same place. Fight just disappears, I suppose, but Glutonny nonetheless has an opportunity to even this up. Waft is available, and Zomba is playing like he knows it.
He definitely does. He does not want to. He's got a 120% lead, 122 actually. And he does
not. What did
he
say about the numbers last?
Well, it stayed true for a little bit. He's got a huge lead. He doesn't want to throw it all away thanks to one good combo from Gluto. Tries for the snipe again, but Gluto actually catches it. Zomba punishing, though, with the drop down fair.
That is exactly what that gyro is meant to do. Even if it doesn't hit your opponent, you know that they will often throw out an aerial to catch it. And even that forward air, which is not very laggy, Zomba knew that he was able to cover it with one of his own. So it's a one-stock lead. Waft will always come out there. Glutonny does not miss those.
Great play by Gluto, going to result in him not having too much of a deficit to contend with, only 26.3%. And for once, it almost stayed the same. I was really hoping that it would heal exactly as much as it hurts.
It would be really awesome, but that was just another demonstration of Zomba understanding. Well, he might understand. He's in for a world of pain right there. He goes for the high recovery just to get this fat man away from me.
Zomba looking to close this out as a 3-0, only 10% between them. Landing with the Nair, forces Gluto onto the platform, tries for the up tilt, but Gluto is not going to be able to get the jab lock.
Now sending Zomba back into the corner. He's looking for that back air just so that he can set up his own zone, but Gluto always right in front. Buenos dias, Zomba. We go to game 4 with the forward tilt.
Fantastically played. Despite the huge lead that Zomba had built up early on in that game, Gluto is still going to stay collected. And now gets to take a little bit of a breather as he decides what stages he's going to ban as we head into game number 4. Such a good F-tilt. Gluto uses sliding it to perfection too. Yeah, like the sliding forward F-tilts from Wario, it's a huge hitbox. It KOs early. It can be used as like a 2-frame option in certain situations.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's an amazing move. I mean, honestly, it's so good that it just completely invalidates his forward smash for largely any reason except for if you break your opponent's shield. It covers so much.
I see in chat, some people think you were trying to make a French reference when you said Buenos Dias. They've definitely not been on the internet
you don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm not allowed to talk about it.
We cannot talk about it.
No. I know the difference between Spanish and
Chat,
French,
this is your homework. Find out what we meant when we said Buenos Dias.
I'm not going to encourage it. Look, the reason that I know the difference between Spanish and French is because I can speak Spanish and I can't speak French.
One of them is incomprehensible.
One of them sounds like people having a good time, and one of them sounds like people having a good time that I can understand.
Yes, exactly.
One of them is good. One of
them is good. One of them is good, but I also know what they're saying.
Yes, exactly. I love languages. Anyways, as we go into game 4, it's Town and City. This is a Rob favorite. And yes, Glutonny gyro in hand makes these early confirms a lot harder for Zomba to find, and that is exactly why Glutonny gets to hold on to this stock.
Something interesting here is the skin swap up from Gluto. We do not see him change off of that Wario too often, so something must be in the water at the moment.
Probably just didn't load in time. Selected the Wario and he was like, oh, that's the wrong one.
Maybe.
But now his goal is to get right back up close to Zomba, but the jump red and even on Town. It will KO Zomba with those up airs. Too good.
Might not have been the best DI in the world because I don't know if that should have killed, but it was very, very close to the top blast zone, so it very well could have. Zomba, regardless, very, very nice stuff to be able to find that KO.
Now it's up to Gluto to get a confirm to get himself back into it. Town and City, an amazing Rob stage, but this does open up the down tilt dash attack at least a little bit more for Wario. And no KOs with the claps just yet. You see that vertical kill power is so nerfed when you have these tall ceilings.
Zomba loves this stage, y'all. He absolutely will counterpick you to it if you leave it open. and he's showing exactly why, having a huge lead on Glutonny as we approach the minute 30 mark. Waits out the neutral beat. We can get back up on stage, but Gluto does find the bear, 81.7.
That looks exactly like that game 3, by the way, that Gluto evened it up at 81%, and that could have been big, but I think Gluto missing his fastball on the up air, so wasn't able to get it out in time.
Gluto is going to be able to air dodge in time before the up air comes out. Bear not going to connect. Zomba just trying to keep Gluto at bay for the moment. Trades with the Nair.
Ooh, and up air's on the platform. Big damage and half waft. That is what I think of when I think of Glutonny, the ability to connect into those half wafts for the KOs. And look at him not getting hit by these back airs. He is tuned into Zomba's spacing when he is going for them.
Tries for the up air to catch Gluto recovering high, but recognizing that Gluto is going to immediately air dodge into the ledge for safety. Now back air Zomba, but the neutral bead comes through in force to force Glutonny into a bad spot in the corner, going high yet again, but it's the gyro onto the platform as it comes through to stretcher him to the blast zone.
Now Zomba uses the gyro to cover his way back down. Very nice way to burn the invincibility of Glutonny as he goes back into center stage, but it seems like that's exactly where Gluto wants him to be. Oh, I thought he had the tech chase too.
I was scared for Zomba's life in that situation. Phantom footstool to come through to avoid the Nair.
And very nice knowing that that forward air is going to start hitting in front of Rob, so you're a little bit safe if you're at least above and behind him on that neutral air. You can get past him, but now 81% and climbing for Zomba. Either of these two poised to take this game forward. Oh.
Another half waft. I was not paying attention to the timer. I'll be real. I did not realize he had that.
I don't think Zomba did either, because he may have played around those up airs a little bit differently, but Glutonny always tuned in with his win conditions, and this is the verge of a reverse 3-0 because we are into game 5 now.
As this set progresses, Gluto gets better and better and better at being able to punish what Zomba's looking for, being able to avoid what Zomba's looking for. And you saw it here. He had gyro in hand, avoided the gyro toss as well, and then caught Zomba landing on his shield with the up tilt waft. Also breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief, realizing that he has a game 5 ahead of him. But Zomba takes us right back to Town and City. This will be interesting.
This is a place that Rob loves to go, and that's been true forever because he can still find his confirms off the top, especially when you get those berries, it's dangerous. But the early stocks off the side is what you have to be careful of, and it's tough sometimes for Wario to avoid that because even though he does have the air drift, sometimes he has problems connecting with the gyro or stopping that, and this is exactly the scary part.
Well, Wario is going to be able to avoid situations like that thanks to his superior aerial drift, so just hold straight out, does not have to worry about Zomba catching that on him, but he does have to worry about the dare. It's not going to sweet spot through the stage, so Gluto does get to live to see another day, but that was terrifying.
I don't know if he had to tech there or something either because it sent him nowhere, but either way, still barely holding on. There is the back air, conditioned him to go high through the last few times that he's gone for that edge guard, and that is a big stock for Zomba.
I would be remiss if I didn't call out the Zombair. We have to. We got to do it. El Diablo for Coney.
Now he's watching tonight, right?
He's here. I saw him earlier.
Oh, good for him. Well, good for Zomba as well to have a lead against Glutonny. Still holding on tight to this stock and going way high because he doesn't want any of that bike, but he still gets it nonetheless. Yeah,
great use of the bike by Gluto to just sort of interrupt what Zomba wanted. It was just kind of like a, go my child, do my job for me. And that's honestly, both of these characters have that move. Zomba has gyro that's just like, go forth and disrupt the neutral. And then Gluto has bike that does the same thing.
It's a 2v2. This game is, and this
time
doubles.
And Zomba won doubles, so
Zomba
Gluto's got to be on notice.
Gluto has no bike.
Be on notice.
No bike. You notice that he's in trouble right now. 3 stock to 1 lead for Zomba, and we have not seen a lot of people come back from 3 stock to 1 deficits. It's got to be a mountain to climb for Gluto, and Zomba is kicking him down into the valley.
Kimona, it was a 3 stock for game number 1. It won't be a 3 stock for game number 5 as Glutonny finds that back air, but he does have waft. That does mean we could quickly find ourselves in a last stock scenario if Zomba isn't careful, but he gets the up tilt up air on Town. It's not going to be nearly enough to kill with the highest legal ceiling we have. So he gets to come back down to the stage and start playing the video game once more.
Dude, I love that Zomba started playing more grounded here. And nice drift away with the forward air. Does not get to eat that waft. He is doing such a good job of anti-airing Glutonny, who is fighting his way back on stage, fighting for his winner's bracket life. Did not get the second up air, so again, no confirm into the waft.
Amazing use of the up B by Zomba to escape that situation, to escape that waft, but Glutonny did not pull the trigger early, still has it in the pocket.
There it is.
Is going to be able to make use of it there, but 138%.
Boy.
That means anything that Rob is looking for in this corner situation is going to KO, and Zomba knows it. He's just throwing them out. He's just saying, one of these is going to connect, and I am going to be a very happy camper.
But one of them may not connect. Glutonny has been playing around that backer so well, but he gets decked with the forward tilt. Zomba shooting out of his chair to take that game 5. He had the lead and he did not let it go, and Tri-State moves on to winner's quarters under the hands of Zomba.
I need that replay expeditiously. We're going to see it here because that was just like the lightest of love taps to KO Glutonny there. He gets, so there's the waft that he got to bring us to a last hit scenario. As Zomba made his way back up onto stage, forced the shield out.
Ugh. You know what? Buenos dias, Wario. You get to have one as well with that forward tilt. So big game for Zomba moving on in the bracket. Glutonny, of course, still in the tournament, but now will be in losers, and that is where the rest of Europe is in losers bracket now, so they're all fighting for their life, and I hope they don't have to play each other too soon.
Yeah, no more Europeans remain in the winner's side
Tony
of this
Z Tank
bracket.
eating right now.
I was going to try